Hi, teacher.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning. Okay, Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos is here.
Yes, teacher.
You have class 22, correct?
Yes.
Jason, is Jason here?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. You have class 22 too, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Christian, is Christian here?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Christian, you have class 22, correct?
Right.
Harold, is Harold here?
Yes, miss.
Okay, you have class 23, correct?
It's correct, teacher.
Okay, Mariana, is Mariana here? Mariana? Mariana is not here? Okay, Mariana is not here. Ok, Mariana, soluciona tus problemas con el micrófono, vuélvete a conectar o algo para poder conectarte a la clase. Revisa tu micrófono si no tienes que reprogramar la clase, Mariana. Yvette, you have class 24, right, Yvette? Okay, very good. Mariana, por favor, revisa tu micrófono, vuélvete a conectar o algo, porque si no te sirve el micrófono no puedes participar y te tocaría reprogramar la clase. Okay, everybody, welcome to SMART. My name is Tatiana. I'm going to be the teacher in charge of your classes today. Remember that we are here in order to review and advance on your topics. So, we are going to start. And the idea is that you guys have class 22, 23, and 24. Mariana, ¿ya arreglaste tu problema con tu micrófono? Mariana, trata de desconectarte y volverte a conectar. Recuerda que sin micrófono no puedes tomar la clase porque no puedes participar. La cuestión, bueno, Mariana, pues sí, la cuestión es que se supone que para practicar tienes que practicar con el speaking. Y si tienes problemas con el computador, recuerda que ya puedes programar clases presenciales, ¿listo? Porque es que la idea es poder participar 100% de las clases. Entonces, también te puedes conectar con el celular de pronto para hacer el micrófono y eso. Entonces, okay. We are going to start then. And we are going to check. We're gonna start with a little activity before we check. So I am going to show you guys an activity for you to start with the class. So I am going to share my screen and we are going to practice with this game. Wait, give me a second, guys. We are going to practice with this game. Okay, so the idea is that I'm going to show you and you guys are going to tell me what is the word in order to complete this, okay? So we have this one. It's a riddle. So we have the clue. It's a fruit, it's yellow, and it isn't sweet. So each one of you is going to tell me a letter in order to complete the sentence. Christian, can you tell me a letter, please? Christian, a letter? No? Harold, a letter?
Yes, miss. I.
A letter, okay, the I. We do not have an I. Okay, Yvette, can you tell me another letter? E. Oh, sorry. I put D. I'm sorry. But you said E, right? Yes, we do have an E. Jason, can you tell me another letter, please? Jason? No, Jason?
A.
A. No, A. Juan, can you tell me another letter, please?
L.
L. Okay, Christian, can you tell me another letter, please?
T.
T. No. Harold, can you tell me another letter, please?
M.
M. Okay. Yvette, can you tell me another letter, please? Oh, excellent. And Jason, can you tell me what is the last letter?
N.
Excellent. Okay. So, listo. We're gonna start with the class right away. So we're gonna start with the class 22. I'm going to present my whole screen and we're gonna check the activities, okay? So everybody, please, let's go to the class 22. And we are going to start with the practice. Dun, 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 dun. 22, okay, the class 22 is a video. So in this class, we are going to review the topics that you guys saw in the previous classes. So we're gonna start talking about the present continuous, yes, description of actions in the moment, and we are also going to review the people in your family. So we have a family picnic. That's the idea of this video. So over here, we have the family tree, right? It's difficult to remember your names. Okay, Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos, tell me, if this is the grandmother, this is the grandfather. So if this is the father, who is she?
Mother.
She is the mother. Okay, very good. Jason, if she is the aunt, what is he, Jason?
Uncle.
The uncle, very good. Christian, if he is the brother, who is she, Christian?
She's sister. She's the
She's
sister.
her sister. Okay, very good. Excellent. If this is the brother, who is she? No, because she's the wife of the brother. This is the sister. She, the sister-in-law. Very good. Excellent. Harold, if this is the wait. This is the sister-in-law. Okay, if this is the brother-in-law and the sister, who is he?
He is. One second. Nice. No. Nifo. Nif.
Nephew. Very good.
Yes.
Nephew. Mariana, what about this one? Who is he? Or Juan Carlos, who is he?
Hi, teacher. Which one?
Who is he? This one.
Son.
The son. Very good. Excellent. So that's what we have over here. Now, guys, tell me, Who do you live with? Christian, for example, who do you live with? Christian, who do you
Sorry,
live
teacher.
with? Who do you live with? Who is your family? Who do you live with?
I live with my wife and my daughters.
How many daughters do you have?
2.
2. Okay, nice. Harold, what about you? Who do you live with?
I live with my parents and my old brother, miss.
Okay, very good. Yvette, what about you? Who do you live with? With your boyfriend. Okay, Jason, what about you?
I live with my parents, my sister, my brother-in-law, and my niece.
Okay, big family. Juan, what about you?
I live with my mother, my sister, and my niece.
Mariana. Okay. Okay, very good. So in this case, what are we going to do? We guys are going to watch the video. The idea is you're going to watch the video and you're going to tell me according to that, who are these people? For example, this is Beth's husband. Then you're gonna tell me who is he, who is she, and who is he. Okay? Also, you are going to tell me in this picture there are 2 people that are not in the picture. 2 of these people are not in the picture. So you're gonna tell me who is the person or who are the 2 people that are not in this picture according to the video. And you're gonna check the questions in number 5 and you are going to complete the information, okay? So let's check it out. We are going to see the video in order to complete the information. Just one moment, give me a second. So we're gonna check this video and we're gonna see what it says. Ya, esperen un segundo.
Hi, I'm Beth, and this is my husband, Chris. We're here for a family picnic. We're having the picnic in the country. That's my dad, Ted. He loves to fish. And that's my mom, Angela, on the left. She's talking to my Aunt Helen and Uncle James. Helen is my mom's sister, and James is Helen's husband. And that's my sister, Kimberly. Jake's playing in the woods. He's 12 years old and very active.
Jake, what are you doing?
Kimberly is Jake's mom.
Jake.
So Jake is my nephew. That's Ryan and Megan. Ryan is Kimberly's husband, and Megan is their daughter. So he's my brother-in-law, and she's my niece. Here are my mom's parents, Kathleen and Jerry. So they're my grandmother and grandfather. They're my grandparents.
Oh, look, there's Ted. What's he doing?
He's trying to catch a fish. Okay, everybody, over here.
And now Chris is taking a family photograph. He takes a picture of us every time we get together.
Okay, guys, so let's check it out. That was the video. Now let's see what it says according to the video. Okay, so according to the video, who is he? Who is he, guys?
Beth father.
Bet's father.
That's father, very good. According to the video, who is she?
Bet's
Bet's
sister.
sister.
That's sister. And according to the video, who is he?
Bet's
Bet's
nephew.
nephew.
Nephew, very good, excellent. Now, according to this, there are only two people who are not in the picnic. Who are the two people that are not in the picture?
The Beth brothers.
Beth's brother
Yes.
and
The Beth.
Bet's cousin.
And,
Beth's cousin. Okay, very good. Beth's brother and Beth's cousin. They are not in the picture. Excellent. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, let's see. Juan Carlos, tell me, how did you complete number 1, Juan Carlos?
Caitlin and Jerry are mother's parents.
Okay, Beth's mother's parents. Jason, how did you complete number 2?
Bet's father likes to fish.
Excellent. Christian, how did you complete number 3?
Colin and Jerry are looking for birds.
Excellent. Even, how did you complete number 4? Cook lunch? Yes. Harold, how did you complete number 5?
Okay, Bet's niece is Megan.
Okay. Mariana, how did you complete number 6? Ay, ay, ay. No idea. Number 1, Daniel. Yes, Daniel, how did you complete number 6? No, Daniel tampoco. Juan, how did you complete number 6?
At every family picnic, Beth's husband takes a photograph.
Takes a photograph. Excellent. Now, guys, what are you going to do? The people who have the Juan Carlos, Daniel, and Camilo, you're going to watch the video again, ahorita que les dé el tiempo, and you're going to complete the points number 9 and number 10 according to the video, okay? Questions about this part?
No, teacher, it's clear.
It's clear.
No, it's clear, teacher.
Excellent. Very good. So now we're going to continue with the next class, that is class 23. How often do you run? Everybody, let's go to the class 23. Now, what is the idea of this class? We are going to discuss sports and exercise. That's what we're going to do. We're going to learn how to talk about our free time activities, how frequently do we do them. That's what we're going to do, okay? So in order to start with the class, with this part, we're gonna check the conversation between Aaron and Riley. I run every day. So let's pay attention and check what the conversation is about. Creo que es con este, veamos.
I run every day. Part A. Listen and practice. You have a lot of energy, Riley. Do you exercise a lot?
Well, I get up early and run on the treadmill for an hour every day.
Seriously?
Sure. And I do weightlifting.
Wow. How often do you lift weights?
I usually do it about 3 times a week. What about you?
Oh, I hardly ever exercise. I usually just watch TV or listen to music in my free time. I guess I'm a real couch potato.
Okay, okay, guys. So, according to this listening, how often does Riley exercise? How often does she exercise?
She usually 3 times a week.
Okay. She usually lift weights 3 times a week. Okay, very good. What else does she do to exercise? What other thing does she do to exercise, guys? She lifts weights. ¿Y qué más? Yvette, what else does she do to exercise? Okay, she runs and she does weightlifting. Uh-huh. How often does she lift weights, Harold? How often does she lift weights? Ah, no, sorry, ya dijimos ese. How often does she run?
Repeat, please, Miss.
How often does Riley run on the treadmill?
I don't understand the question, Miss.
Okay, don't worry, that's okay. So, ¿quién sabe how often does Riley run on the treadmill? How often?
For an hour every day.
An hour every day, very good. So, it's okay if you don't understand the question because that's what we're gonna check here. We are going to learn how to answer the question, how often? When we ask the question, how often, we want to know about the frequency that we do an action. That's the topic that we're gonna check today here. Now, in order to do that, I have two presentations over here that are going to help us understand the adverbs of frequency. Okay, so over here, we have the adverbs of frequency. That is the topic of today's class. So, the adverbs of frequency study habits. Espérenme un segundo. Entonces, Harold, can you read this part over here, please?
I got an F again.
Yvette.
I got an
Yvette, Yvette.
all right, sorry.
Yvette. ¿Cómo sería esta, Yvette? Ok, haga el plazo hasta aquí. Harold, espérate que se me dañó. Never mind, Harold. Bueno, aquí no me deja verlo, pero bueno, en fin. What is the idea of the adverbs of frequency, guys? We use them to say how often you do something or something happens. So over here, we have the percentages. If you say always, Christian, can you read the example over here, please?
Other
Christian,
example?
¿puedes leer lo que es el ejemplo que está aquí?
Okay. He always studies. Studies.
Studies, very good. So you say that when you say 100%. Usually, so we have the same. He usually studies 85%. Often, yes, like 65%. He often studies. Yes, it goes down. Now we have the other example. Jason, can you help me read this example, please?
He sometimes studies.
He sometimes studies. Very good. Or we have the other example, Harold, can you read the other example, please?
He rarely studies.
Rarely, like 50% of the time. Sometimes it's like 50, 40% of the times, half. Rarely is like 15% of the time. And we have the other example, Yvette. Can you read the other example, please? Sorry, the last one. He never starts. Very good. So over here, we have the adverbs of frequency that are exactly the same that you have here. Solo que aquí tenemos más, almost always. Yes, it's like 90% of the time. When you say hardly ever, almost never, son lo mismo que decir rarely. Yes, hardly ever and almost never is the same as rarely. So we have different adverbs of frequency. Now, the important, they come after the verb to be. So we have the example over here. No me acuerdo de todos sus nombres. Oh my goodness gracious. Espérenme, vamos a quitarlo de aquí. Que no me acuerdo. Okay, Juan Carlos. Juan Carlos, can you read the example over here, please? This one right here.
She is sometimes late.
Very good. So first the verb to be, and then the adverb. Then we have the other example, Daniel. Jason, Daniel, can you read the other example, please?
The students are never bored.
So pay attention. First the verb to be, and then the adverb. But they come before other verbs. Check is a verb, so we have the example over here. Christian, can you read the example, please?
She often checks her answer.
Remember, third person, so you need the S. She often checks. Check the difference. The students never bored. She often checks. The position of the adverb changes. Then we have the other example. Harold, can you read the other example?
He usually pays attention in class.
That's it. Very good. Perfect. Now, sometimes and usually they are rare, so they can come at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. We have the example, Yvette. Can you read the example, please? Or you can say it like this one. Can you read the other example?
Sometimes the dog eats his homework.
Or the other example, Christian.
The dog sometimes eats his homework.
So as you can see, sometimes is a rebel. You see, sometimes and usually is another exception. They can begin the sentence. They can go at the end or in the sentence. So you say, the dog eats his homework. Usually también puede ser al principio. Usually the dog eats his homework. So those are the ones that can begin a sentence. Now, we have this example over here. Let's check it out. Harold, can you read this example, please?
Yes, miss. I sometimes study at my computer.
Very good. That's it. Now, each one of you is going to tell me. For example, you say, I sometimes study at my computer. Or you say usually, depending on your own information, right? Now, for example, if I say, Yvette, how often do you study in front of the TV, Yvette? Always, usually, often, never. Entonces, ¿cómo diría la oración completa? Exactly, very good. Bueno, Mariana, no sé, porfa, escríbeme la sexta mientras reviso, porque no sé cómo más hacerte participar. Harold, What about number 2? How often do you ask the teacher for help?
I usually ask the teacher for help.
Very good. That's it. Juan Carlos, how often? Oh, this one is tricky. How often are you early to class?
I am.
Uh-huh.
I am early to class sometime.
No,
No.
remember that sometimes va después del verbo to be. Entonces tú
Okay.
dices,
Entonces sería I'm sometime early to class.
I am sometimes early to class. Very good. Very good. The next one, Jason. How often do you review your grammar notes?
I hardly ever review my grammar notes.
Okay, but be careful because in this case you don't use the verb to be. Yes? Because it's review, the verb. So you don't say I am hardly ever. No, you say I hardly ever review. Yes? No am. Be careful with there, okay? Christian,
Okay.
number 5, Christian. How often do you make flashcards?
Mm, I never make flashcards.
Mm-hmm. And Mariana, how often are you attentive in class? A ver, vamos a escribir la respuesta. Dios mío, no puedo. ¿Qué es difícil? ¿Qué es esto? No, no tengo respuesta. No tengo respuesta de Mariana. Bueno, okay, how often are you attentive in class, Mariana? You have to answer the question over here. This one, how often are you attentive in class? ¿Dónde estaba esa pregunta? And you see that's why it's important to use the microphone. How often are you attentive in class? Yes. Sometimes, usually, yes. Those are the only exceptions. Only those two. Las únicas. Usually and sometimes. De resto, no. No se pueden al principio. ¿Listo? Exactly, yes. Yes. Okay. Ever is used in the questions. Yes. So are the tests ever easy? Does he ever get an A? So ever is with questions. Yes. Between the subject and the verb. That's it. ¿Listo? ¿Alguna otra pregunta, chicos? Any other questions?
No, miss.
No? Okay, so those are the adverbs of frequency, los que están aquí. Now, we also have frequency expressions. Yes, important. The frequency expressions are this one. And they always go at the end of the sentence. Entonces, let's practice with this one right here. We use the frequency expressions at the end of the sentence. So, for example, over here, we have the frequency expression every day. So, Harold, can you read the example over here?
Read.
Yes, please.
I read a book every day.
Every day, true. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, etc. Every day. Yes, you see, every day goes at the end of the sentence. Or what do you say in this case, Harold, using the adverb?
Always. I always read a book.
That's it. So you can have always and every day have the same meaning. I always read a book or I read a book every day. See the difference? Adverbs of frequency, frequency expression at the end. Now we have exactly, very good. That is correct. Yes, Harold. Juan Carlos, can you read the other example, please?
I play the saxophone by tiny week.
5 times a week. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times a week. Or we have the other example, Juan Carlos. Can you read it, please?
I usually play the saxophone.
Exactly. Usually play the saxophone. So you see the difference? 5 times a week or usual. Yes, this is the frequency expression at the end, the adverb of frequency in the middle. Then we have the other example. Christian, can you read this example, please?
Yes. I ride my bike twice a week.
Twice. That's it. One
Twice.
time, 2 times. 1 time, 2 times. But we don't say 2 times. We say twice. Twice a week. Now, Yvette, can you read the other example, please? Twice a week at the end, or often. Similar. I often ride my bike. Perfect. Then we have the other example. Harold, can you read the other example, please?
Yes, I play basketball once a week.
Once. You say once. Okay, very good.
Once.
So
All right.
only one day, just on Friday. So you say once a week, one time. Once
One time.
a week.
All right.
Pero no decimos one time. We say once. Okay?
Okay.
Or the other example, Harold.
I sometimes play basketball.
That's it. Once a week or sometimes. Very good. Now, bueno, Mariana no puede leer. Juan Carlos, can you read the other example, please?
I go to cinema once a month.
Once a month. Yes, once a month. Or what do you say in this case, Juan Carlos?
I rarely go to the cinema.
So you see, rarely, I rarely go, or I go to the cinema once a month. So you see the difference? Once is one time, once a month.
Yes.
Or the other example, Jason.
I don't drink alcohol.
I don't drink alcohol. And we have the other one.
I never drink alcohol.
I never drink alcohol. Very good. So remember, always 100%, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. That's it. So that's the difference between the frequency expressions and the adverbs of frequency. This one right here. Frequency expressions. Once, one time. Twice, 2 times. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, etc. Okay? Questions about this part, guys?
No, teacher,
No?
it's clear.
Excellent.
No,
So what is the idea? What is the idea? You're going to correct. You're going to put the adverbs in the correct place. Yes, where do you put ever? Where do you put twice a week? So you're going to put the adverbs in the correct place. For example, Harold, number 1. Where would you put ever? ¿Cómo quedaría? Number 1, Harold.
I don't. Oh, and sorry, you. Okay.
Question. ¿Cómo quedaría? Si
Do
tienes que
you? Sorry.
Yes, go ahead. If you have to put ever in the question, ¿cómo quedaría la pregunta A in number 1?
Do you ever play sports?
Exactly, that's it. So you're going to complete the whole sentences, okay? And then over here, well, you're gonna check this part over here and you're going to put these sports in the correct category. Which ones do you say we do, we go, and we play? For example, you can do martial arts, you can go bike riding, you can play golf. What about the other ones, okay? Please. And okay, we are going to continue then with the class 24. For 24, that even you have class 24, right? Okay, so we are going to check now the class 24. In this class, we're gonna continue talking about the sports and the activities that you do in your free time. So we're going to start with a conversation between Steph and Mick. Let's check what the conversation is about, everybody. Let's pay attention and complete it.
Page 39, exercise 10, conversation. You're in great shape. Part A, listen and practice.
You're in great shape, Nick.
Thanks. I guess I'm a real fitness freak.
How often do you work out?
Well, I go swimming and lift weights every day, and I play tennis 3 times a week.
Tennis? That sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, do you want to play sometime?
How well do you play?
Pretty well, I guess.
Well, all right, but I'm not very good.
No problem. I'll give you a few tips.
Okay, so over here, they are talking about the habits, right? So for example, how often does Mick work out, guys? How often does he work out? Mick, how often does he work out? How often? How often?
Every day.
Every day. And how often does he play tennis? How often?
3 times a week.
Very good. 3 times a week. Very good. That's it. What about you, guys? What do you do to exercise? In your case, Juan, do you exercise?
Um, Sometime.
Sometimes. And what
Yeah.
do you
What?
What do you do for exercising? Do you play tennis? Do you go running? What do you do?
Running in the sería rail strip on the strip on the park on.
Okay. Okay, you go running in the park. Okay. What about you, Christian? How often do you exercise? What do you do?
Mm, I usually run
Okay.
for 4 times a week.
Okay, very good, very good. Harold, what about you? How often do you exercise?
I often go, or I don't know, go to the gym, or I often training in the gym.
Okay, very good. What about you, Yvette? How often do you exercise? Nice, very good. Jason, what about you? How often do you exercise?
I often running and I go to the gym.
Okay, you often go running. Okay, Juan. Ah, creo que ya te pregunté, ¿no? Juan?
Yes.
Okay. Mariana, what do you do? How often do you exercise? No? How often do you exercise? Okay. Wait. Mariana, that how often do you exercise? You don't even speak in English. You have to write in English. How often do you exercise? Anyway. What are you going to do in this case? What are we having in this part? We are going to check these activities. questions with how and the short answer, right? So, what do we have? Even in the previous part, in the class with the guys, we were checking the question, how often, right? How often is one of the questions that we have that we're gonna check in this class, right? Now we have 4 different questions with how, and they are going to be the ones that we have here. Remember that how often you want to know about the frequency of an action, right? So you say, how often do you work out or exercise? Every day, twice a week, not very often, right? So when you say the question, how often, you are asking about the frequency, right? Now we have the question with how long. Yvette, can you help me please read the question with how long? Can you read the answers, please? Mhm. Mhm. Very good. Now, when you say how long, yes, it's another way to ask how much time. Yes, how long you want to know about the amount of time that you spend doing something. 5 minutes, 2 hours, 3 hours, etc. So when you say how long, we want to know about how much time. So, for example, I say, Yvette, how long do you spend? How long do you spend? Remember that we always use the verb spend. ¿Cuánto tiempo pasas? Spend. How long do you spend watching TV, Yvette? How long do you spend watching TV? Okay, very good, very good. And what about you, Jason? How long do you spend exercising, Jason? How long do you spend exercising?
Mm, for 4 times on the week.
When I say how long, I want to know the time. No cuántas veces, sino cuánto tiempo, how much time. So for example, Jason, I can say how long do you spend playing video games? How long do you spend playing video games, Jason? 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day,
1 hour a day.
1 hour a day. Okay, Juan, how long do you spend working?
8 hours a day.
Very good. Bueno, Mariana, escríbeme ahí, how long do you spend watching TV? A ver si puedes. Christian, how long do you spend playing video games, Christian?
1 hour a week.
Okay, and Harold, how often, no, sino how long do you spend watching TV?
In a week, on the day,
General, you have
general, around 1 hour to the day.
1 hour a day.
A
you
day,
say.
yes. Sorry.
Yes, that's it. Perfect. So you say 1 hour a day. That's it. Esta cosa se me está regando. Listo. So you see how long? You're asking about how much time. Now, we have the question how well and how good. Be careful because they are different. When you ask how well and how good, yes, you are asking about abilities. But the difference with how well and how good is that you use how well with any verb. How well do you play tennis? How well do you speak English? Play, speak, practice, whatever. Any verb is going how well. If they ask you bananas, you answer bananas. If they ask you apples, you answer apples. Si la pregunta es con how well, no me van a responder con good. Y viceversa, si las preguntas con good, no me van a responder con well. Okay? So, every time that you have the question how well, you're going to use any verbs. For example, I say, Yves, how well do you play video games? Yves. Pretty well. Yes? So you play video games pretty well? Good, excellent. Jason, how well do you play soccer?
Very well.
Pretty well, okay. Juan, how well do you speak Chinese?
Not well.
Not well, very good. No, this is stupid. Okay, very good. Chinese, Jason. ¿Dónde iba? En Jason, ¿cierto? Juan.
Again?
Okay, sorry. Christian, how well do you drive? Christian.
Very well.
Okay, Harold, how well do you play basketball?
It's not very well.
Not very well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it. And the difference is that when you say how good, you're going to use the verb to be. So for example, I say, Yvette, how good are you at sports? Yvette. Not so good. Okay. Jason, how good are you at mathematics? Maths. How good are you at maths, Jason?
No good.
Not so good. Okay, Juan, how good are you at languages?
Teacher, lo último no se le escuchó. Qué pena.
How good are you at languages? Or how good are you at English? What?
Pretty good.
Okay. Christian, how good are you at let me think. How good are you at fixing things? Reparando, fixing things. How good are you at fixing things?
Okay.
You're okay? Okay. And Harold, how good are you how good are you at French? Harold.
French.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So you see, that is the difference. How well do you play? How good are you at something? That is the difference. Okay. So in this part, Yvette, do you have any questions about this part? Uh-huh. Yes. With these two, how well and how good. Yes. If you say how good, you always use the verb to be. Yes. And with how well, you use the simple present do and any other verb. Yes. Yes. Y si quieres utilizar, por ejemplo, how good es como decir qué tan bueno eres en algo. Y how well, que también haces algo. Entonces, por ejemplo, no es lo mismo si yo te digo que también juegas fútbol. How well do you play soccer? A decir qué tan bueno eres al fútbol. How good are you at soccer? Yes, that's the difference. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions? No? Excellent. So what is the idea, Ivan? You're going to complete these questions using how often, how long, how well, or how good. You're going to complete them. You're going to answer them with your own expressions. Y you are going to make 4 questions. Tú solita vas a hacer 4 questions with how often, how long, how, one for each. ¿Listo? No, just the question. One how long, one how well, how long, and how good. Okay? So your partners. Oh, you have a listening. Listo. We're going to do this listening at the end. Let's check this listening. We have 3 people, Joseph, Victoria, and Carlos. So let's listen and check what do they like to do in the evening, and you're gonna complete how often they do it. So let's listen.
Page 38, Exercise 7. Listening. I swim twice a week. Part A. Listen to 3 people discuss what they like to do in the evening. Complete the chart.
So, what do you usually do in the evening, Joseph?
Well, I exercise a lot. I like to go swimming after work.
Oh, yeah? How often do you go swimming?
I swim twice a week, on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Well, you are in great shape.
Thanks. You're in great shape too, Victoria.
Oh, thanks, Carlos. I usually exercise in the evenings. I love it. My friends and I take a yoga class at a gym downtown
How often do you go?
3 times a week. And what about you, Carlos? Do you ever go to the gym in the evenings?
Actually, I don't exercise very much. I play tennis about twice a month, but I'm not very good.
Okay, did you get the information? Okay. Okay, let's listen one more time. Mientras lo escuchamos nuevamente, guys, Christian, Harold, Jason, Juan, you can start with your exercises, okay? And this is the link of the video. Entonces vamos a escuchar one more time with Winnie Beth, and then you guys complete the exercises. ¿Listo? So let's listen one more time, Beth.
Page 38, Exercise 7. Listening. I swim twice a week. Part A. Listen to 3 people discuss what they like to do in the evening. Complete the chart.
So, what do you usually do in the evening, Joseph?
Well, I exercise a lot. I like to go swimming after work.
Oh, yeah? How often do you go swimming?
I swim twice a week, on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Well, you are in great shape.
Thanks. You're in great shape too, Victoria.
Oh, thanks, Carlos. I usually exercise in the evenings. I love it. My friends and I take a yoga class at a gym downtown
How often do you go?
3 times a week. And what about you, Carlos? Do you ever go to the gym in the evenings?
Actually, I don't exercise very much. I play tennis about twice a month, but I'm not very good.
Okay, so according to the listening, what activity does Joseph do?
Joseph.
Okay, Joseph goes swimming after work. How often does he go swimming? Twice a week, very good. What about Victoria? What activity does she do? What? Yes, Eva, you. Victoria, she, no?
Go to the gym.
Okay, thank you, Harold. Yes, she goes to the gym and she does this what is the activity? Or the activity to relax. She goes to the gym and she does yoga. Okay? And how often does she do that, you guys? Okay. And last, Carlos. What about Carlos? What does he do? No, he plays. He plays. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Exactly. Very good. That's it. Listo, Ives. Any questions? No? Excellent. Go ahead. You guys, 10 minutes. 10 minutes to complete your exercises. If you have any questions, just let me know and let me know when you finish. You have 10 minutes. ¿Listo?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
What a question, Miss. I don't, no sé en dónde poner el usually en la pregunta. Si al principio.
Remember, the verb goes between the subject and the verb. In the
Okay.
middle of the subject and the verb, always.
Okay, thank Miss.
Okay.
Spanish, Spanish.
Okay, guys, time's up. Did you finish?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, miss.
Excellent.
Yes, teacher.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so we're gonna check the video first. Espérenme. The video was for Juan, Jason, and Christian. Juan, Jason, and Christian. So, guys, wait a minute. And we're gonna check how did you complete the video. Real quick. Okay, Juan. Juan. The video is class 22, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Juan, tell me how did you complete the... Oh, this is difficult. Okay, the first part of this point.
Okay, leo la oración completa.
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Beth, and this is my husband, Chris. We're here for a family picnic. We're having the picnic in the country.
That's it. Perfect. Listo. Next, Jason. Continue with the next one. Jason, next. That's my...
Does my dad dead?
Mhm.
He loves to fish.
Continúa.
Okay. And that is my mom Angela on the left. She is talking. ¿Hasta ahí? ¿O sigo?
Deja hasta ahí. Christian, continúa. She's talking.
She's talking to my aunt Helen and Uncle James. Helen is my mom's sister, and Jace is Helen's husband.
Very- Okay, Juan, the next one.
Okay. And that is my sister Kimberly. Jay is playing in the woods. He is 12 years old and very active.
Very good. Jason, the last one. Kimberly.
Kimberly is Jake's mom. So Jake is my nephew.
Very good. Excellent. Now, Christian, how did you complete the part B? No, I have relatives.
No, I have a relative in Mexico. My grandparents and older sister live there.
Live there. Very
Live.
good.
Sorry.
Excellent. Digamos, Juan. Juan, how did you complete number 2, part B?
What does your sister do? Does she have a job? No, she doesn't work right now. She go to school. She goes to
Oh,
school.
okay. Pero tú no dices she doesn't work right now. Did you say right now is in this moment? So it's present continuous. Entonces, ¿cómo sería?
She's not working right now.
She's not working right now. That's it. Jason, she's not working right now. She goes to school. Jason, number 3. What is she studying?
What is she studying? She's studying English literature. She loves it.
Very good. And the last one, Christian. What about your grandparents? Do they still work or are they retired? No? They don't work anymore. So in this case, they don't work anymore. They are visiting China. ¿Listo, chicos? Excellent. Questions about this part?
No, teacher, is clear.
No teacher.
No, teacher.
Listo. Sharon, how did you complete these sentences? What about number 1B?
B. Sure, I play soccer twice a week.
Continue.
2. A. What do you usually do on Saturday mornings? Nothing much. I almost always sleep until noon.
Next.
Do you often lift weights at the gym? No, I hardly ever lift weights. Do you always exercise on Sundays? No, I never exercise on Sundays. What do you usually do after class? I go out with my classmates about 3 times a week. Do you often go to the movies? Yes, I go to the movies once a week. Do you go ever do you ever go bike riding? No, I hardly ever ride a bike. Do you sometimes walk to school? Sure, I walk to school 5 days a week.
Excellent. Questions?
No, miss, it's clear.
Excellent. And Yvette, how did you complete number 1? Very good. Number 2. Excellent. Number 3. Very good. And number 4. Excellent. Excellent. Now, you have to make questions. Choose one of your partners and ask him the first question that you wrote, Yvette.
Right. In Spanish?
Great.
Okay. Uh, ah, Let me think, please. Yes, please. Again. Pretty well, yes.
Are you at
Mm,
cooking, Yvette? You have to say, how good are you at cooking?
okay, very good.
Okay. Good. Next event. When you say how good are you at something, because it's like, ¿qué tan bueno eres en algo? How good are you at something? Yes. Yeah, they doesn't have a literal translation. See, in Spanish we say, ¿qué tan bueno eres cocinando? But in English you need to use the preposition at. Jason. Jason,
Sorry.
how long?
Esa pregunta, ¿cómo se contesta? O sea, ¿con cuánto
Remember?
tiempo?
Yes. Exactly. Very
8 hours for day.
8 hours a
8 hours.
day. No 4.
Okay.
How often, excuse me? No, very often.
Okay, very good. Como in that case, you don't say eat on the street. Even you can say eat out. Eat. You don't say eat on the street. You say eat out. Yes, no on the street. Sounds good. You say eat out. No, eat on the street. Okay, that's better. No, it's okay, but you know now. Excellent. Any questions about this part?
No, teacher.
No?
No
Excellent.
questions.
We are going to play a really fast game. Vamos a ver. Bueno, pues entonces sí vamos a jugar un jueguito over here in which we are going to practice. So each one of you is going to answer one question and you guys have to be super fast. You have to be organized, the expressions. Tienen que hacerlo muy, muy rápido, okay? So let's start with you, Yvette. Ladies first. So this is the activity. You have to organize the sentences in the words in the correct order, okay? Are you ready, Yvette? Let's go. So organize the question, please. Excellent, very good. Great job, Yvette. Now the next time goes for Jason. Jason, it's your turn. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, go ahead.
I always go to swimming on the week.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Harold, your turn. This one is long. Are you ready, Harold?
Ready, miss.
Let's see. Go ahead.
Ah. She, no.
Yes.
She sometimes
Yes.
do
No.
her
No.
forget.
Yes. Time's up. This one was
Forgets
long.
to,
Sometimes forgets to do her homework. Listo. La siguiente otra vez tú, Harold. Ready?
okay.
Let's go.
He never plays football.
Okay, that's it. Very good.
Thanks.
Juan, your turn, Juan. Are you ready?
Ready, teacher?
Let's go.
Do you usually
Usually yourself.
Do you always use this website?
Very good. Excellent. Christian, your turn. Are you ready?
Ready, teacher.
Let's go.
He sometimes walks the dog.
Listo. Okay, very good. That's it. That was like a very fast exercise to complete the activity. So tell me, guys, do you have any questions about the topics of your classes today?
No.
Excellent.
No, teacher.
Guys, what about you?
No, teacher.
No?
No,
It's
teacher.
clear.
It's clear.
Okay, very good. So in that case, guys, thank you very much for coming to this class. I hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye. Take care.
Have a
Bye,
good
Bye
day.
bye,
teacher.
teacher. Thank you.
Bye,
You.
teacher. See you soon.
Thank you.